Kombat.
Or shoot lightning bolts.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
The world of Mortal Kombat rises once again as discussions intensify around the fierce, brutal, and visually explosive continuation of a story built on legendary warriors, ancient rivalries, and realms on the brink of war. The excitement surrounding this movie keeps growing because fans have been waiting to see how the next chapter expands the conflict that began in the first installment, especially now that the stakes have reached a level where every move, every alliance, and every strike could alter the future of Earthrealm. As audiences revisit the intense energy and raw combat style that define Mortal Kombat, they find themselves immersed in a narrative where destiny is shaped by fists. Loyalty is tested with blood, and every character's journey grows more intense. This rise in anticipation reflects the power this franchise holds, pulling viewers back into a universe where ancient prophecy and modern conflict collide with relentless force. Fans who are deeply connected with the Mortal Kombat world have been especially drawn to the way the movie explores the emotional depth behind each fighter. The renewed excitement emphasizes how the story gives weight to the character's motivations: revenge, redemption, honor, or survival, making every battle feel personal rather than just spectacle. The growth of the central hero continues to be a major point of interest as he tries to uncover the true extent of his abilities while facing enemies more dangerous than anything he has encountered before. The tension surrounding his role in the greater prophecy adds a new layer to the story, pushing him toward decisions that could cement his place among the legendary fighters or destroy him entirely. Much of the conversation focuses on how the movie intensifies the conflict between Earthrealm and Outworld. Fans are eager to revisit how the forces from each realm prepare for a battle that is no longer limited to tournaments, but now extends into sabotage, infiltration, power struggles, and unexpected alliances. Every character becomes part of a web of strategies and counterattacks. This expanded approach to storytelling draws viewers deeper into the Mortal Kombat universe, making the upcoming confrontation feel grander, more dangerous, and more unpredictable. The renewed excitement shows how people are invested in seeing which realms will rise, which warriors will fall, and how the fragile balance between worlds shifts with every encounter. The environments and realms themselves are also a major part of the discussions surrounding the movie's rising attention. Fans appreciate how each location is crafted to reflect the identity of the warriors who inhabit it. From burning wastelands filled with ancient ruins to icy landscapes where silence hides deadly power, these settings create tension and mystery, giving each battle a unique personality. As fans talk more about the atmosphere surrounding the story, they highlight how the immersive visuals of Mortal Kombat help transform the experience into more than just action. Every environment feels like a character of its own, shaping the intensity and drama of the unfolding conflict. A major point that drives the renewed excitement is the return of iconic fighters whose presence instantly raises the stakes. Fans are drawn to the confrontations that feel inevitable: warriors with unfinished battles, personal grudges, and ancient rivalries that have shaped the destiny of the realms. The interactions between these characters create moments filled with tension, hatred, respect, and mutual understanding, adding emotional weight to each fight. These dynamics help elevate the story beyond simple action and turn it into a deeper exploration of loyalty and purpose. Viewers remain thrilled to see which fighters will rise to legendary status and which will be pushed to their limits. Another reason the movie continues to be discussed with so much energy is the brutal, fast-paced combat the franchise is known for. Fans revisit the signature martial arts style, bone-crunching sound effects, and the raw physical intensity that defines Mortal Kombat. They talk about how each fight highlights the unique techniques of the characters, whether powered by their own skills or enhanced by supernatural abilities. The renewed interest reflects the excitement for more fatalities, more brutal strikes, and more explosive fights that capture the spirit of the original games. This blend of realism and supernatural force keeps the franchise's identity intact, While allowing the story to evolve in bolder directions, the emotional arcs of the characters also play a major role in the movie's increasing attention. The warriors in Mortal Kombat are not only fighters, they are individuals carrying trauma, guilt, determination, and hope. These emotional elements give the story its depth and make the intense battles feel meaningful. Fans are especially drawn to the central figure's struggle to balance his newfound destiny with the responsibility of protecting his world. As he grows more powerful, he is forced to confront questions about leadership, trust, and what it truly means to be chosen for something greater than himself. This emotional journey enhances the power of the narrative and keeps people excited for the next chapter. The presence of new fighters entering the story has also sparked discussions among fans. These characters bring fresh abilities, new storylines, and personality clashes that create tension and curiosity. Fans are eager to see how these new additions will reshape alliances, strengthen the roster of warriors, and introduce new layers to the battle between realms. The excitement surrounding these characters shows how the franchise continues to expand its world, giving audiences more to explore, more to debate, and more to anticipate. The build-up toward the major confrontations remains a central talking point as well. Fans revisit scenes from previous installments to piece together clues, expecting the next chapter to reveal dramatic twists that change everything. The rising tension between heroes and villains fuels speculation about who will triumph, who will fall, and who will betray or be redeemed. These discussions show how deeply invested audiences are in the unfolding story, not just in terms of action, but in the emotional consequences of each choice made by the characters. As excitement grows, audiences reflect on the psychological conflict present throughout the story. The fighters are constantly pushed to confront their fears, question their loyalty, and face outcomes they cannot control. This internal battle mirrors the physical clashes on screen, creating a narrative that feels both intense and meaningful. Fans appreciate how the movie uses these psychological elements to add depth to characters who might otherwise be seen only as warriors. This layer of storytelling keeps the franchise engaging even for those who watch it as much for emotion as for action. A core theme discussed among fans is the idea of destiny versus self-determination. The characters wrestle with whether their paths are predetermined or shaped through their choices and sacrifices. This philosophical question has resurfaced as a powerful emotional foundation for the next chapter, influencing key characters as they decide whether to embrace their fate or rewrite it. This theme makes the story relatable, offering viewers reflection amid the chaos and violence that define Mortal Kombat. The final sequences of the film remain a massive topic of anticipation, as fans wait to see how the story ties together the build-up of tension, alliances, confrontations, and emotional arcs. The climactic battles are expected to reshape the future of the realms and determine whether Earthrealm remains protected or falls into darkness. Fans are eager for the victories, the losses, and the dramatic moments that will define the next stage of Mortal Kombat's world. Overall, the renewed excitement surrounding Mortal Kombat 2 reflects how deeply the franchise has impacted fans. With its combination of intense action, emotional storytelling, iconic characters, and high-stakes battles, the movie promises to push the limits of what the franchise can deliver, blending brutal combat with personal journeys and world-changing decisions. As the anticipation grows, fans remain fully invested in the fate of the realms, the evolution of their favorite warriors, and the next stage of a story built on conflict, courage, and the legendary words that echo through every chapter. Mortal Kombat.